Crossroads Kids, how are you doing this week? I know it has been a beautiful week outside, and you guys are all getting ready to have a day or so off of school, and I just hope that you have been having a great time. It is the last weekend of May, and so it is our last weekend learning about commitment. Commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice. We've talked about all the ways that we can make a plan and learn how to commit ourselves to loving Jesus more and teaching other people how to love Jesus through the way that we love Jesus. And today our story is all about giving. Not necessarily giving of money. Our story is going to talk about giving of money, but it's about giving of everything we have to God. Not just giving a little bit of what we have, not giving a little bit of our time, not giving a little bit of our faith, our energy, our money, our anything, but giving the absolute most that we possibly can give to God because He has given us so much. So that is what our story is going to be about today, and then I will be back here to talk about a special project that we are going to be doing for the rest of the year. And so I'll be back in just a little bit after we have our time of worship in our lesson. So I'll see you soon.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Press play.
Jesus, we know we belong here because of your love for us that goes on and on forever. Jesus, we know you are with us wherever we go. You're there, we'll always be together.
So sing along with me for all the joy He brings.
It's going down. Get in the mix.
We're not stopping.
Get in the
The
mix.
party's hopping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say it's time to press play.
Get in the
The
mix.
beat is dropping.
Get in the mix.
Feet are stomping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say it's time to press play.
Oh, oh, oh.
Press play.
Oh, oh, oh.
Press play.
Jesus, we know we belong here because of your love for us that goes on and on forever. Jesus, we know you are with us wherever we go. You're there, we'll always be together.
So sing along with me for all the joy He brings.
It's going down. Get in the mix.
We're not stopping.
Get in the
The
mix.
party's hopping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say it's time to press play.
Get in the
The
mix.
beat is dropping.
Get in the mix.
Feet are stomping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say it's time to press play.
Oh, oh, oh.
Press play.
Oh, oh, oh.
Press play.
Oh, oh.
Press play.
Oh, oh.
Press play. All right. We're gonna break it down one time, y'all. You gotta sing it out with all you got. Y'all ready? Come on. Clap your hands like this. Have confidence to get in the mix. Clap your hands like this. Have confidence to get in the mix. Now clap your hands like this. Have confidence to get in the mix. Now clap your hands like this. Everybody get in the mix.
Get in the mix.
We're not stopping.
Get in the
The
mix.
party's hopping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say it's time to press play.
Get in the
The
mix.
beat is dropping.
Get in the mix.
Feet are stomping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say it's time to press play.
Oh, oh, oh. Get in the mix. you're everywhere. 'Cause I believe that you're working for my good. Yes, you're committed. From sunrise to sunset, till the sun comes back up again, you're by my side. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it. You will see it through, yeah. I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future, you are the mountain mover, you are faithful. You are my hope, you are my future, you are the mountain mover, you are faithful. You started a good work in me. I know that you will complete it, you will see it through, yeah. I know that you're still working on me. And everything that you say you'll do, 'cause I believe that you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful, oh, you are faithful.
Hey everyone! I'm Erica, and I just ran a 5K race this afternoon! I didn't win, but I also didn't give up. I made it all the way to the finish line, so it's time to celebrate! Yeah! Oh man, I have been training all month for this race, so it has taken a lot of commitment. Commitment is making a plan and putting it into practice. I made a plan, and I practiced a lot. All that running. And strength training. And even training my brain. For a month, it's like training has been my life. Like I thought about this race constantly. When I decided what to eat, when I chose how to spend my time. From morning until night, I kept my mind on the race. That's what you gotta do when you truly commit to something. Like, you've gotta live like it's important to you. Today's story is about a woman who lived her whole life that way. I'll see you when you get back. I've gotta get this party started!
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Mark, chapter 12, verses 41 through 44.
When Jesus rode into Jerusalem on a donkey the week before Passover, the crowds were excited.
Hosanna! Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord! Hosanna!
In the name of the Lord!
But the religious leaders were not.
He's turning the world upside down.
We'll have to fix that, won't we?
All week, the religious leaders sent men to try trapping Jesus with trick questions.
Teacher, is it right to pay taxes to Caesar?
Every time, Jesus gave a wise answer that caught them off guard.
Give back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give back to God what belongs to God.
Jesus knew the religious leaders were so puffed up with pride, they didn't want people to listen to anyone else. Jesus even warned the crowds about them.
Watch out for the teachers of the law. They love to have the most important seats. They take over the houses of widows. They say long prayers to show off.
One afternoon, Jesus and his disciples visited the temple. They sat down to rest for a moment across from the box where people came to put money they offered to God. Perhaps the disciples, mostly poor fishermen themselves, were impressed by the rich men giving gifts.
Check out his robes.
I think they actually might be silk.
Jesus watched the rich men dropping handfuls of gold coins into the box. He knew that, like the religious leaders, they were proud to show how important they were.
Check this out, world. Money, money, money. Always sunny in a rich man's world.
Even though these wealthy men were giving impressive amounts of money, Jesus knew they had so much, this was easy for them. Simply a drop in the bucket.
Huh. She looks a little out of place.
The next person in line clearly wasn't wealthy. In fact, her patched robe showed she didn't have an extra cent to spare.
A widow, probably.
At that time, if a woman's husband died, she had no way to earn money and often had to live on next to nothing.
2 pennies?
How's that gonna help anyone?
Jesus was watching the woman too, but he saw something different, something more.
Come over here, all of you.
The disciples gathered around Jesus.
What I'm about to tell you is true. That poor widow has put more into the offering box than all the others.
Jesus' friends tried to sort it out.
Excuse me, pennies versus gold?
You couldn't buy an order of fish nuggets with that.
Jesus knew what his disciples were thinking.
The others all gave a lot because they are rich, but she gave even though she is poor. She put in everything she had. That was all she had to live on.
Oh.
When you put it like that.
The rich men, like the religious leaders, were concerned with what things looked like on the outside. They didn't want to give in a big way that might force them to change on the inside. But the poor woman, who had almost nothing, chose to give everything. And Jesus saw her heart and knew that her pennies were worth far more than the rich man's gold.
Nobody else thought a poor woman giving 2 small coins was a big deal. But Jesus saw the truth. Other people gave because they were rich. This woman gave everything she had because she was putting her trust in God. She was living for Him. And that's something to celebrate. Woo! Yeah! Living for God is about more than giving money. It's about trying to include God in every part of your day. It's about asking yourself before every choice you make, does this honor God? I could copy my friend's homework or do the work myself, like I'm supposed to. I'm gonna do the work. Or ask yourself, does what I'm about to do show love to others? My friend didn't get me anything for my birthday. Should I get even by giving her nothing? Or should I forgive her? Well, I did already wrap it. She's gonna love it. If you ask yourself those questions, it'll help keep your mind on God. It'll help you think about how Jesus lived and loved others. This probably won't become a habit overnight. That's why the one thing to remember today is this: practice living for God. The more you practice asking yourself, does this honor God? And does this show love to others? The more natural it becomes. It feels good to commit to something and stick to it. I'm glad I committed to running a 5K. I feel stronger and healthier, and between you and me, I think I'm going to start training for another one. But first, we celebrate! See you around!
Okay friends, I said that I was going to come back and talk about a special project. And what that special project is that we are going to be learning about missions and missionaries for all of eternity from now on. Every time we have a fifth Sunday in the month, we are going to spend that time learning about a different country, missionaries that possibly go to that country and tell people about Jesus, and ways that you can become a missionary, or if you don't think that you should become a missionary, ways that you can help missionaries. So our first week is this week. We are talking about what is a missionary. And a missionary is someone who lives their life going and telling people who don't know about Jesus. But they don't necessarily say, Jesus loves you. A lot of times they give food to people who don't have food. A lot of times they give medicine to people who don't have medicine. Or a lot of times they have an orphanage or a school or something that they run. They just make it their a mission to love people the way that God would ask us to love them. And the way that they do this, and the way that they're able to do this, is through support. And in that way, we support them through money. So we are going to set a goal of $2,000 by the end of 2021. So we have from now, the end of May, beginning of June, through December to raise $2,000 to support our missionaries in the Kitchen of Love. We have missionaries here in Guatemala, and so we are going to send our money to the Kitchen of Love to support our missionaries in Guatemala. And what they do is they help kids get food when they don't have food, and they give them clothes and they give them toys, because a lot of kids can't afford toys the way that you can, and they're happy to have a little bag of marbles or a couple of bouncy balls. So if you are coming to church at some point and you're just not here this weekend, you can pick up one of these yellow buddy barrels, and the next time that you are here, you can bring it back full. Or if it just has a little bit, just bring it back with money in it. And then all of the money that we raise with our buddy barrels will be going to our missionaries. My friends, you doing this is also you being a missionary, because you're giving what you have, what you can, to help people, teach other people about Jesus, and spread His word. And I'm so proud of you for that. Alrighty, my friends, I hope that you've had a great week. And again, we were talking about giving our best today, committing to giving our best. So when you're doing that, focus on your missionaries and your missionary money giving, and you can give your best, just as the little widowed lady gave her absolute best to Jesus. Alrighty, friends, I hope that you have a great week, and I will see you next week for our first week of June. Have a great weekend. Bye, friends.